My name's Andrew Christie. I'm a lecturer in the Bachelor of Aquaculture program at NMIT. Our course tends to be a bit different to the standard university course. Reason for that is we've got a very strong applied and practical focus. So with the aquaculture industry in particular, it's one of those industries that you've got to have lots of hands-on, and that's where our course is quite different to what you'd find elsewhere. A typical day will involve 2 hours of lecture in the morning and then 3-hour practical that afternoon. So it's constantly allowing the pennies to drop for the students. It's not as if you're going to be stuck in a lecture theatre for 4 to 6 hours a day. There's always that applied practical focus to back up what you're learning in class. We've had a number of students that have gone on and done particularly well in the aquaculture and related industries. One that stands out that's a little bit different is a guy by the name of Ben Hogan, who actually started off working in, and he's actually employed at Fuji Fuels in Thomastown. They're a company that manufactures biodiesel from algae. So he's been doing that now for a number of years, actually started working there while he was actually, before he'd even graduated from the course. And yeah, he's doing very well today. So that's an industry that's quite different to your classic perception of aquaculture, as opposed to just growing fish and providing it for human consumption. It goes to show that it is a very diverse industry, growing algae and then harvesting the biodiesel, the oil that comes from the algae to make biodiesel. Yeah, we do have a number of excellent industry contacts that we've been building up over a number of years. To give you an example, Goulburn River Trout, we've got one of the directors from Goulburn River Trout coming down to give us guest lectures. Our students go up to Goulburn River to get the experience at the trout farm, and they complete all sorts of practical exercises and so on while they're on station, so to speak. So it's a very good experience for them. We do. We get everything from school leavers, fresh out of school, just done their VCE, right through to mature age students. Also a number of international students are starting to filter through now. So very wide background of students, all sorts of different ethnicities and so on, all different year levels, and it's terrific to see. Adds to the diversity of the course and allows the students to learn from each other. Oh, the best thing about the course for me is actually being able to see the students perform a fairly complex exercise. Right at the moment we've got some Murray cod that are being bred, and that's quite an involved process. You've got to get the photo period right, you've got to get the temperature right, you've got to give them the right amount of hormones and all this sort of thing with injections, and then you've got to strip the eggs and incubate the eggs and then produce hopefully your fry, which will turn into fingerlings, and then you can grow them out. But that is quite a complex process, and seeing the students being able to manage that and do that and come up with their own ideas in the practical session for how they're going to tackle it is fantastic. To see, you know, them churning out batches of 20,000 eggs from the one female fish at the one time, fertilising them and then getting the process underway is magnificent to see. The staff background varies a bit across the board. Our head of program, for example, is a qualified aquatic animal health expert. We've got others like myself that have been in the aquaculture area at NMIT for a number of years and then have transferred over to higher ed, that have come through the vet background. So a wide variety of different qualifications. Others that have been industry professionals for 20 or 30 years. People have taught in a variety of different countries. It's a really wide range of qualifications.